GRI is overall drawing attention to sustainability issues, the impact on the environment, but also the impact on society and the impact of the economy. It's therefore adding a whole new dimension to the need for transparency by companies. And by being the leading global standard for this matter, it is generally spreading this awareness and also the interest, both on the reporter side, company side, as well as on the users of information. Within that, climate change is at the moment very much the issue that's drawing attention. Climate change is at the moment focusing very much everybody's attention, but it is clearly a key sustainability issue. The Global Reporting Initiative is a collaboration, a worldwide collaboration with inputs from business, from civil society organizations, academia, labor unions and the like. And they have identified climate change as one of the key sustainability issues. So it is also core to the guidelines that the GRI is issuing for sustainability reporting. In the environmental area, first of all, it offers measures, indicators for greenhouse gas emissions. It's referring to the specific world standards, the GHG register, the Carbon Disclosure Project, and it is linking these to other sustainability issues. Now, whereas greenhouse gas emissions and their effect on climate change are often what first comes to people's mind, the guidelines also guide reporting organizations to the other related issues, both in the environmental dimension as well as on the social and economic dimension. I think that our understanding of climate change is still evolving. Therefore, nobody can write the last chapter on reporting indicators for climate change at this moment. What we are aiming to do, together with other organizations as the ones that I mentioned already in the other norms, is to all the time translate the best thinking and the best collective understanding to the reporting organizations and the users of these reports. So we need to advance over time. There are many, and that is because the GRI guidelines are comprehensive. So they indicate the major factors on the environmental side. I mentioned the greenhouse gas emissions, but they're also about water use, and they're also about other dimensions and the effects on biodiversity, etc. Plus that we go on into the guidelines go on into the social dimension. Now, if we look at various issues today that are drawing people's attention, such as rising food prices, that too is not unrelated to climate change, because one of the major factors in climate change is the changing availability of water that has effect on crops. Now, you have, when it combines with factors such as increasing energy prices, new technologies such as biofuels being tested, then you can see that the knock-on effect on the social side are considerable. Therefore, there would be almost no climate issue that doesn't also have a social dimension and that doesn't have an economic dimension as well. And that is why these different dimensions are also spelled out in the GRI guidelines. I think here's the risk. Too narrow, if you report too narrowly on climate change and you're only on the emission side, for example, that you miss very important dimensions. Therefore, a lot of the readers of your report would be lacking information, would not find their questions answered. But also as a reporting entity, you're missing an opportunity yourself, because in the experience of the GRI, reporting is also very much a learning exercise. It's what you measure is what you start to manage. And what you measure, something starts to dawn on you when you see the data overall. So therefore, don't only look at environmental data, look at what are the impacts socially and what are the impacts on the economic side. And there's a fair chance that you have a good radar screen of what are the issues that you need to manage as a company, both in terms of opportunities as well as in terms of risks. changes in technology, looking for efficiencies, and basically talk to the different stakeholders. So if I, from the GRI perspective, would take the angle of reporting, reporting can really be a very good radar screen. So as leading organizations, don't think that you have, and most leading organizations, all leading organizations don't have that. You don't have the monopoly on all wisdom. You need to know, and you need to find out through dialogue with your stakeholders on how they are affected by the environmental and the social and the economic impact on the way you do produce of your products and of your services. And by dialoguing, you get pointers to the opportunities and on the risks. I think that there's still so much to be found out, really, on first of all, what are the full dimensions of climate change. There's a lot of speculation, and we will be finding out more. Science will also further advance in this area. So that's where we would get the indicators, really, on what is possible. What the GRI will be doing is following this debate, but all the time being the platform where interested parties from business, from the investment world, from civil society, from regulators, from all sides can come together to have this discussion about, with all of these developments and all of this complexity, what are the core meaningful indicators which would help us to understand one another when we are talking about impacts and about results.